From Hart High School, Dillon, Zamperin, and Kaylee Tolentino present the Hart to Hart podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Hart to Hart podcast.
I'm your host, Dillon Zamperin.
And I'm your co-host, Kaylee Tolentino. And today we are joined by Zoey Guzman, our very first quarterback to the girls' flag football team.
Welcome, Zoey, to the Hart to Hart podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you grow up? What elementary school did you go to?
I grew up here in Santa Clarita, and I attended Meadows Elementary.
And then did you go to Placer after that?
Yeah, and then went to Placer and now here at Hart.
Cool. Do you have any siblings or brothers or sisters?
I have one older sister right now. She's at CSUN, and then I have two younger brothers. One's a freshman here at Hart, and the other is a sophomore.
Oh, cool. How long have you been playing softball? I know that softball is another one of the sports that you play besides flag football.
Yeah, I actually started playing softball my freshman year here at Hart, and then I played until my junior year. And then senior year, I decided to stop.
Okay. What position did you play?
My freshman year, I played third. My sophomore year, I played third and short. And then my junior year, I was an outfielder.
Wow. All over.
Yeah.
And you said you went to Meadows, right?
Yeah.
So when you were a kid, did you have like a dream job or anything? Is it still the same as what you want to do now?
It definitely changed. When I was growing up, I always wanted to be a paramedic.
Mm-hmm.
But now, that's just not for me anymore. And I want to go into real estate now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you plan on going to a college for that?
Right now, my plan is just to go to COC and do the real estate program through there and then transfer out.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah. So obviously this is the first year of the girls flag football team for both Hart and many other teams around the district. So what does that mean to you to be a part of both this team and to go undefeated and win the league?
I just think it's awesome. We were able to just produce the results that we wanted and to really be the Hart, be the first school here, league-wise, to win. I think that's just pretty cool.
Yeah. How exciting was it last week when you guys won league against West Ranch?
I think that was one of the highlights of our season. West Ranch was our biggest competitor, and to beat them for the second time, that was really what we came here to do.
Yeah.
And it was earlier this week was your senior night, right?
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay, how was that?
It was a game for sure. It was the first half. I think our second drive we got a touchdown right away, so that was a little boost, but it was a little rough. But at the second half, we were able to pull together as a team and really get through it.
So you still won though.
Yeah, we still won. Yeah, exactly.
Do you have anything else that you're extremely passionate about?
Really that real estate. I really love houses and interior designing, stuff like that. So hopefully in the future I'll get to use that and to be what I want.
Definitely.
When did you get into real estate? Was it starting high school or?
In middle school, my favorite show was The Property Brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would always just bench the seasons, and that's how I found my love for it.
So are you wanting to do more selling houses or interior design?
More of selling houses because my style kind of sucks, but it's both pretty cool to me. So.
Did you have was it just that, or did you have a teacher also that maybe that you've talked to about this, or maybe inspired you to be going down this lane at all?
Not really, but I've had teachers like Mr. Kelly that just really pushed me and always inspired me just to be what I want and do what I want because I'm able to. So.
Was he your favorite teacher that you've had here?
Yeah, for sure.
So would you like to see him on the podcast, or do you think another techer would be more funny or something like that?
I think Mr. Kelly would be a great
Be
fit
good.
for
Okay,
this
we'll have to reach out to him.
Yeah.
About going back to flag football, what does it mean to be the quarterback? How does that really impact both, I know, your team and also just the game itself? What does that mean to you to be Hart's quarterback?
I was honestly, I thought it was pretty cool and just because quarterback is such a hard position, it's very stressful, even though it may not look like it.
Yeah.
But it just to know that you're leading the offense and it's really up to you. You have to make the passes. You kind of not be perfect, but you have to really try to be perfect so your receivers could like do something with the ball. It's really hard, but I was able to do it. So
Yeah.
Were you expecting Hart girls football flag team to go as far as we did?
in the beginning, not really, just because position wise we were all over the place. But I think after Highland, I think that was our first game here at Hart. We really just saw like how great our team was and how well we worked together. And we moved positions after that game, and we just really stuck with that. And that was like our foundation for our season. So.
What does it mean to have a coach like Josh to really be there? I know that before he was the sports med trainer. So how does that help you guys out?
With like just like his experience with the athletes and like
Yeah.
just how he like treats us and how he's like just really there for us. Like honestly, like he's the best friends. Like you can go to him with whatever.
Yeah.
And he'll be there for you. So
And so are you in both softball and flag football this year?
no, I decided to quit softball this year.
Oh, really? So since you've been in a sport all 4 years, how do you handle that with like your schoolwork and being in a sport and school and friends? And do you work?
No, I don't have a job, but like school wise, I would like after practice, I would like really try to get done with like my homework and studying, and then like just do like my outside life after that.
Do you this year do you have like a favorite class, or maybe like last year or the year before? Have you had like a favorite class that you really like? Besides like not Mr. Kelly, I know, but like a class that you like really enjoyed, maybe a ton of friends in that class or something.
I think right now this year my favorite class is just econ, just because the environment it's like really funny and the teacher's a character for sure.
Who do you have?
Ishimoto.
Oh,
Yeah. I think that
yeah, I think that's it.
all. Yeah.
Alright.
So thank you for being on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks
so
for having
much.
me.
Actually, last question. What is your number one favorite thing here at Hart?
My favorite thing here at Hart. Like what do you mean?
Like, it could be people, teachers, the campus, buildings, anything really. I don't know.
Probably like the teachers, just like personality wise.
Yeah.
Like they're not like scary or anything like that. Great people.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I agree. Yeah. Well, thank you for being on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So make sure to watch the full episode on the Heart TV YouTube channel.
Or listen to wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Kaylee Tolentino.
And I'm Dillon Zamperin, and we'll catch you on the next episode of the Heart to Heart podcast.